What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with another acid-techno bomb. Gonna listen to another tune by Lochi, as I mentioned when I've done two now, right? I did Drugs Are Everywhere, and then I did one of their very earliest ones, There's No Rush, I believe. But yeah, as I mentioned in those videos, they're basically, among my very favorite duos and partnerships. They've had a productive period, then there was sort of a quiet period, and then the last 10 years they've made some tunes again together. But we're talking Chris Liberator, we're talking Laurie Immersion, we're talking one of the most devastating acid techno duos. We're going to listen to a tune that they did in more recent years. This was part of the Stay Up Forever 100 series. It was the 5th one in the series. Let's give a shout out to that. Shout out to Stay Up Forever for running that long. Shout out to the 100 series specifically. Basically, just big ups to Chris and Aaron and Julian and everyone who's been involved in the label from the beginning up until now. So this was, does it say what year is this? Not seeing it there. I'll look it up in a moment. When was they? Weren't they like around 2012, the Stay Up Forever 100 ones? I'll look it up, but I think that's right. Whatever. We're going to listen to a tune by Lochi called Crush, Chop, Sniff, Repeat. I believe a lot of you out there will know what activities those verbs relate to. It is also clearly a cheeky sort of, let's say piss take toward, Fatboy Slim's Eat, Sleep, Rave, Repeat. It's just classic Lochi. It's classic sort of Rootmaster style. It's irreverent. It's fucking, in your face and not abashed. So I love that. Let me see. Stay Up Forever. Let me see. There we go. Number 5 came out in 2014, a little later than I thought, so not quite a decade ago. No copies available currently, unfortunate. So, if you hear this and you hadn't heard it before, or you want to get a copy, you might have to just, put it in your want list, keep checking it. Magic does happen, I promise. I will say, I forgot. I used this track as a mix opener once, but I skipped the intro. I don't remember. It was something like I think it was like a video mix. Either way, I don't remember exactly why, but I skipped the intro, and then I forgot for a while. And when I went back, it was maybe 6 months ago to listen to this track, to play it in a set, I was highly amused at the intro at the beginning. So prepare yourself for some comedy. I'm gonna grab a cup of tea. Feels like I should have that in my hand while we listen to this. Someone can get that?
Hello, we're not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hello, is that Stay Up Forever? This is the Queen. I just wanted to ring you to congratulate you on reaching 100. That is truly fantastic. If I were you, I'd break open a bottle of your best bubbly and, if you can, rack out a few cheeky lines.
Full disclosure, that may not have been the Queen. Consult your local authorities on that. And then what? In the background, there's this little pinging, ting 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 ting. Listen for the. Also of note, before we get going, when I first heard this tune, I remember thinking there's something about the percussion. It's something about the kick. It felt like it was a millisecond behind where it should be, or almost as if the kick was turned around, so the heavier part of the kick came in the back half. I'm not hearing it quite as much as I did when I first got this track, but I remember thinking there's a couple tracks on Rootmaster that have that sort of slightly atypical sort of sound to the kick hat sort of percussion rhythm. But yeah, I remember when I first got this, I felt like it really felt again, almost like it was a millisecond behind or flipped around. But as I hear it right now, it doesn't hit me as hard in that way. It's still a little bit. engine, like, don't stand near it or your like clothes will catch on fire. It's like irradiating the rest of the track. No, we're rocking now. It's Lochi. And I ain't talking Hiddleston. That like deep layer now, the power, the acid power. I am hearing the kick drum that way again. Again, it just feels like it's like shifted or like flipped. Oh, the drone again. The techno like radiation engine. It's fucking filthy. You know the rest. That layer, that deep acid layer, but then like the warmly, like liquidy layer on top that's now just fucking having it. But it's like deep, like mechanical layer with that warmly on top. I like how it cleans up there, and I like the new part of the sample. Break the cycle. Don't exceed the dose, don't break the cycle. Is that like demented alarm synth that just popped in? Listen to the acid power in the breakdown, it's ridiculous. But yeah, there's so many things to talk about. The different acid layers, those really stood out to me in that first part. Excuse me. But that little alarm, I don't know if it was there for like a large section of the track. I think it was just sort of the last like final lead into the breakdown here. But that synth was genius. And then again, the words, you know, they're cheeky, they're irreverent, they're hilarious, but it's also like, again, they're part of this like, you know, repetitive, relentless, like implacable techno rhythm that just keeps marauding along and cannot be impeded. The power. Some like industrial metal synth. Just like gritty electricity like pervading the entire track. It's been irradiated. What can I say? That acid. It's like thick, like fierce layers. And again, that like warbling layer is like, bro, don't sleep on me. Yeah. say it forever, it could be a Rootmaster. It has that feel. Do you hear that? Like, there's this, I don't know if it's like a scale, but it's basically this acid that's like rising and then falling. It's just this like little high-pitched background layer. Maybe it's just rising. I'm not sure it's ever coming down. Oh, it does come down. Okay. Used this tune several times. Don't know if I've ever keyed in on that particular acid line before. Industrial metal synth, like shouting out over the techno carnage. The deep, like gurgly token acid with the high warbly acid, all official terms. It's just everything. It's all the parts and the package. Acid is continuing to like fire up. The warbly layer, the rising and falling layer, there's like 4 or 5 different acid layers going on. A little cleaned up ride out for the outro. I live for this kind of shit. Some like fucked up UFO tractor beam sound. Yo, unsung hero, like silver medalist of the track behind the acid is that industrial, like factory metal synth. We're like marching and gurgling right to the end. I don't remember ever using this as a final track in a set. Did we go back to that phone call, or was that just at the beginning? Probably not. Probably just like, don't break the cycle, finish, right? You dirty motherfucker.
Don't break the cycle.
Had to be. It just had to be. Yeah, what can you say? It's Lochi. It's Lochi in more recent years, less than a decade ago, but still at the absolute top of their game, still with that dirty sort of like break the mold with every track sort of, originality. Honestly, I don't know what else you could say. That's just dirty, stomping, muckraking, irreverent, not only, the sample at the beginning, but the sample throughout the track. It's, it's like a callback to sort of, the heritage of acid-techno, say what you will. But yeah, I think it's sort of a classic vintage track, even if it was made in more recent times. So let me know if you like that one. Let me know if you're a fan of this release. Acid Gladiators, there's another tune. I think all 3 are good. This is, I do think, the sort of winning track, the gold medalist track. But yeah, let me know if you disagree. Let me know if there's another one of the 100 series that you like better. I like them all. Like I said, we already looked at Croydon Girl for the 100th video that I did. So, again, I'm a big fan of the whole series. We'll get to them all eventually. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any requests or recommendations. Other than that, have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Peace.